Toyota's definitely the best position. Honestly, making big moves in electric vehicles means you have a future.
7.38 million vehicles were imported and sold in the United States last year.
Million into your company, and Daimler also invested $57 million. What are these big car makers learning from Tesla?
Toyota's quiet power move. That's rattling Tesla. In a jaw-dropping turn of events, Toyota has just made a move that's left Elon Musk and Tesla reeling. This isn't just a speed bump on Tesla's path, it's a full-blown disruption. So, what exactly did Toyota do that's throwing the EV world off balance? And why is Musk feeling the pressure? As the competition between these two giants heats up, one thing's for sure. The future of the auto industry is being reshaped right before our eyes. The Tesla-Toyota Showdown. Not long ago, Tesla seemed untouchable, the king of electric vehicles. Elon Musk, brilliant, unpredictable, and boldly rewriting the rules of the road. Legacy automakers looked outdated in comparison. But while Tesla was grabbing headlines and Twitter attention, Toyota was working behind the scenes, as it always does, quiet, methodical, and deeply strategic. Unlike the flashier car brands racing to flood the market with futuristic-looking EVs, Toyota took a different path. Patient, observant. Decades ago, while everyone else was chasing horsepower and gas mileage, Toyota released the Prius, then watched it quietly become a global icon. That wasn't luck. That was a long-term vision. Now, the winds are shifting again. Tesla's still loud and flashy, sure. Fast cars, devoted fans, constant updates. But the story is no longer so one-sided. People are beginning to ask different questions. What happens when my Tesla breaks down? Why does the quality vary so much between models? Why do prices keep going up? And those questions are starting to chip away at Tesla's once impenetrable image. Meanwhile, Toyota is doing what it's always done best, building trust. It might not go viral, but it resonates. Because while some drivers want a car that feels like a spaceship, others just want something that works, day in and day out. And that's where Toyota shines. It's more than a car, it's a philosophy. This isn't just a battle over who sells more vehicles. It's a clash of two worldviews. Elon Musk stands for bold disruption, fast moves, big risks, massive change. Toyota represents something different: refined precision, quiet mastery, and lessons learned over decades. One is the unpredictable innovator. The other is the wise craftsman. Ask a family looking to buy a new car today. Would they put more faith in a viral tweet or a legacy of reliability? That answer is starting to lean more and more in Toyota's favor. Behind closed doors, the leaders at both companies know this isn't just a market share war. It's a fight over what the future of transportation should look like. Elon Musk is aiming for Mars. Toyota, they want to make sure your car still starts 10 years from now and gets you where you need to go safely. Tesla may have pioneered the EV wave, but Toyota looks ready to take the wheel, and they're doing it the only way they know how, with patience, precision, and a plan that outlasts the noise. The shift at the top, a new chapter for Toyota. Earlier in 2023, a quiet but powerful change shook the foundation of Toyota. Akio Toyoda, the iconic CEO and grandson of the company's founder, stepped down. There were no dramatic exits or fiery speeches, just a calm, confident message. It's time. For years, Toyota had been more than just a leader. He was the face of Toyota through financial crises, natural disasters, and the rise of EVs. Many thought he was irreplaceable. But this wasn't the end. It was a transition. Enter Koji Sato. Not a celebrity CEO, not a loud disruptor, but a soft-spoken, brilliant engineer who had been quietly reshaping Lexus into a high-tech, design-forward brand. Where Toyota brought fire, Sato brings flow. And it turns out, that's exactly what Toyota needs now. Insiders say this leadership change wasn't just business as usual. It was part of a bigger strategy. While critics accused Toyota of being too slow with EV adoption, the company was laying groundwork all along, developing new battery tech, learning from competitors, and perfecting the pieces Tesla had overlooked. Sato had been a key part of that strategy for years, so when he took the helm, it wasn't a shakeup. It was a calculated ignition, a quiet start to a very loud future. Toyota's silent revolution is underway. While the EV world raced for headlines, Toyota was busy perfecting its approach, behind closed doors. No flashy launches, no social media theatrics, just the same quiet discipline that's made it one of the most trusted names in cars. This is more than a competition. It's a new era. The auto industry is evolving fast, and everyone's watching Tesla. But maybe they should be watching Toyota instead. Because the company that once changed the world with hybrids might just be ready to do it again. With electric vehicles, a new kind of leadership, and a strategy built to last. And if history tells us anything, Toyota's calm approach might be exactly what wins the race in the end. Toyota's silent power play, the calm. Before the storm. Behind closed doors, Toyota's leadership change marked more than a new chapter. It was a turning point. With Koji Sato now leading the charge, the message is crystal clear, even if unspoken. This is no ordinary transition. It's strategic, deliberate, and it's Toyota's boldest signal yet that it's ready to win the EV war. Not just with cutting-edge technology, but with something Tesla can't replicate as easily. Trust. Yes, Tesla might have built the future first, but Toyota's here to build it better. And people are starting to notice. Inside Toyota, employees are calling this shift calm but calculated. Investors are buzzing about timelines, hidden innovations, and long-awaited tech that's finally nearing the spotlight. Competitors are watching, some in awe, others in panic. This isn't about catching up to Tesla anymore. It's about surpassing them. But Toyota won't do it with flashy Cybertrucks or viral tweets. They'll do it the Toyota way, with patience, precision, and a leadership team that knows tradition and innovation can thrive together. Akio Toyoda may have stepped aside as CEO, but he hasn't stepped away. He remains chairman, still very much a guiding force, just observing now from above as the spotlight moves. And in that spotlight, Koji Sato, the quiet storm steering the next era of Toyota. From this moment on, every new car, every decision, every announcement, it's no longer just Toyota versus Tesla. It's a battle of philosophies, heritage versus disruption, discipline versus chaos. And if history has taught us anything, the quiet competitor often wins in the end. So, the real question isn't whether Toyota is ready. It's whether the world is ready for what Toyota has been silently perfecting. Because the giant is waking up, and it's aiming straight at Tesla's crown. The solid-state battery that could change everything. Toyota's never been one to chase attention. While Elon Musk trends with memes and Mars updates, Toyota tends to operate under the radar until it can't be ignored. And right now, it can't be ignored. Because after years of whispers, research, and patented breakthroughs, Toyota is unveiling something that could render today's EVs outdated. A solid-state battery with game-changing specs. We're talking about triple the range of Tesla's top models. Charging times of just 10 minutes. Lighter, safer, more efficient. Let that sink in for a second. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a leap forward. Like going from a flip phone to the latest smartphone overnight, and it could completely reshape how we think about driving. The secret? A solid electrolyte. Unlike the liquid-based batteries used by Tesla and others, like the 4680 cell, Toyota's solid-state design eliminates fire risk, cuts weight, and massively boosts energy density. Early numbers suggest over 600 watt-hours per kilogram, compared to Tesla's 272 watt-hours per kilogram. That's more than double. What does that mean in real life? You could drive from New York to Chicago on a single charge. And if you do need to stop, 10 minutes is all it takes, less time than a coffee run. This isn't theoretical anymore. Toyota is backing this tech with an $18 billion investment, ramping up production with a goal to hit the market by 2027. Tesla fans are feeling the heat, and for good reason. While Musk has promised faster charging and more range, Toyota may have just leapfrogged them. And unlike scrappy startups trying to prove themselves, Toyota already has the scale, the trust, and the global infrastructure to deliver. This isn't just about battery specs, it's about shifting power. For years, Tesla's biggest edge has been its batteries. If Toyota's solid-state tech works at scale, it could make Tesla's 4680 cell feel obsolete before it even hits its peak. And here's the kicker. Toyota hasn't even said which model will launch this revolutionary battery. Could it be a reinvented Prius? An all-electric Crown? Or something brand new designed to leave Tesla in the dust? Whatever it is, one thing is clear. Elon Musk knows what's coming. And for once, he's not laughing. Because in this race, it's not about who can talk the loudest. It's about who can deliver the future. So ask yourself, if the future belongs to whoever builds the best battery, is it still Tesla's future? Toyota's next move, a direct strike at Tesla's core market. And just when you think that's enough, Toyota makes another quiet move, one that might shake Tesla even harder. It didn't come with a flashy launch event, no fireworks, no viral tweet. Just a carefully timed reveal in March 2025, when Toyota, long seen as slow to enter the EV race, stepped directly into Tesla's territory and drew a line in the sand. For years, Toyota has watched Tesla dominate headlines and sales charts. But now, the game has changed. Toyota is no longer playing defense. They're going on the offensive. Toyota's bold entry, the EV that changed the conversation. The debut of Toyota's brand new electric vehicle, a sleek, affordable, and shockingly efficient machine, was more than just a product launch. It was a declaration, a clear message. We're done sitting on the sidelines. We're coming for the top spot. At first glance, it seemed like just another EV rollout. But this car wasn't ordinary. Its design was modern and bold, but not overly futuristic or flashy. It had substance. It was practical, yet stylish. And it had something more. Something you don't always see in the EV market. Purpose. It felt like the engineers behind it weren't chasing applause. They were building a legacy. So why did Toyota wait so long to make its move? According to insiders, it wasn't hesitation. It was strategy. Patience. While the world was busy labeling Toyota as behind the times for sticking with hybrids and hydrogen tech, the company was quietly preparing, testing, perfecting, waiting for just the right moment, not just to launch an electric vehicle, but to launch the EV that could shift the balance of power. That moment came as cracks started to show in Tesla's armor. As customers grew tired of price hikes, software delays, and inconsistent quality, a window opened, and Toyota stepped through it. Not with hype or theatrics, but with a product that worked. And it struck exactly where Tesla is most vulnerable: the mid-range EV segment. This is where the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y once ruled as the go-to choices for affordable luxury EVs. But now, Toyota has entered the chat with better efficiency, faster charging, and a name built on rock-solid reliability. And this move wasn't just about launching a competitive EV. It was about restoring trust. While Elon Musk waged battles on social media and leaned into controversial antics, Toyota kept quiet and struck with surgical precision, targeting Tesla's Achilles heel, customer confidence. Even longtime Tesla fans couldn't ignore it. Online discussions lit up with side-by-side comparisons. Reviewers dubbed it the EV for real life. And just like that, Tesla wasn't the only dominant player anymore. For years, Tesla owned the EV narrative. Every model, every tweet, every software update shook markets. But with one well-timed move, Toyota showed the world that the race wasn't over. In fact, it was just getting started. Toyota didn't need to disrupt the market. It just had to join it. And with decades of global manufacturing experience, deep supply chains, and a reputation for making cars that last, their entry shook the very foundation of the EV space. Some are calling it the beginning of the EV second wave, where legacy automakers stop chasing and start leading. Toyota isn't just launching a rival to Tesla. It's pulling the entire EV industry onto a battlefield Tesla thought it had already conquered: large-scale, dependable, global production. Toyota builds its own EV and battery plant in Shanghai, a power move in the heart of Tesla's turf. In Shanghai, a city that once served as the epicenter of Tesla's most aggressive global expansion, another giant has quietly stepped into the ring. And this time, it's not a startup with something to prove. It's Toyota. And they're not catching up, they're choosing their moment. In a move that caught analysts by surprise and sent quiet shockwaves through the industry, Toyota announced it's building its own fully owned electric vehicle and battery plant in Shanghai. This isn't a partnership or joint venture. It's 100% Toyota, total control over production, supply chain, and strategy. And that alone speaks volumes about the seriousness of their EV ambitions. For years, Toyota was viewed as cautious, some even called them reluctant, to embrace full electric vehicles. Sure, they pioneered hybrids with the Prius, but many believed they were falling behind in the battery race. Tesla fans were quick to label the brand as outdated. But Toyota wasn't sleeping. They were observing, learning from the early chaos, battery recalls, software bugs, production delays, and quietly building something more sustainable. Now the curtain is rising. This new Shanghai plant is more than a factory. It's a signal. A direct message to Tesla that the game has changed. Why Shanghai? Because it's not just China's largest city, it's the beating heart of the world's most competitive EV market. Companies like BYD and NIO are growing fast, and even Tesla has had to fight to hold its ground here. By building a plant in Shanghai, Toyota isn't just entering the fight, it's building weapons on the battlefield itself. This facility will allow Toyota to create EVs specifically designed for Chinese customers, customized to local tastes, infrastructure, and consumer expectations. No overseas shipping, no misreads of market needs. Just laser-focused production for the most important EV audience on Earth. But this move isn't just about geography, it's about philosophy. Toyota is flipping the script. It's no longer innovating behind closed doors. It's stepping into the arena that Tesla once had all to itself. And it's bringing with it something Tesla doesn't have: nearly 100 years of manufacturing mastery. Let's not forget, while Tesla redefined what an EV could be, Toyota defined what a reliable car should be. Now, those two ideologies are on a collision course. This Shanghai plant isn't just about building cars. It's about control. Control over quality, costs, logistics, and, most importantly, scale. In the world of EVs, scale is everything. It's not just about innovation, it's about meeting demand when demand explodes. Tesla knows this. That's why their Gigafactory model was so critical to their rise. And now, Toyota is matching that energy with its own playbook. Because while Tesla charges forward with speed and showmanship, Toyota moves with patience and precision. And in the long game, that might be the deadliest strategy of all. The foundation beneath the flash. Toyota's quiet rise. Every bolt, every blueprint, every system inside Toyota's new Shanghai factory tells a story. Not just of ambition, but of endurance. This isn't about a flashy entry into the EV race. It's about building something that lasts. And here's the part most people miss. China isn't just a market. It's the gateway to the rest of Asia, where Toyota already has a strong foothold. With this factory, they're not just building for one country, they're building for an entire region. This move rewrites the rulebook on how traditional automakers evolve in the electric age. Yes, Tesla's Gigafactory in Shanghai gave it an early advantage, no doubt, but it also left a blueprint behind, a path others could study and improve upon. And if there's one thing Toyota does better than most, it's learning, refining, and scaling with unmatched precision. The same mindset that made the Prius a household name and turned the Camry into a global bestseller is now being applied to the future of mobility. This may not be the flashiest part of Toyota's strategy, but it's the foundation. The part you don't see, yet the part everything depends on. It's the iceberg beneath the surface. The kind of slow, deliberate groundwork that supports not just a model, but a whole fleet of EVs built to go the distance. Not just now, but decades from now. And Toyota, they're just getting started. a $13.9 billion power move in North Carolina. While much of the world still associates the electric revolution with Elon Musk's tweets and Tesla's headline-grabbing launches, Toyota is taking a quieter, more deliberate path. And in Greensboro, North Carolina, they've just made a move that could reshape the entire EV landscape in America. They didn't make a lot of noise. No viral live stream, no bombastic reveal. Just a nearly $14 billion investment in a massive battery facility, one that could end up being the backbone of Toyota's US electric future. Spanning nearly 2,000 acres, the Toyota Battery Manufacturing North Carolina, TBMNC site, is more than a factory. It's a carefully chosen battleground. Construction is already underway, and by as early as 2025, the facility will begin producing batteries for hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and full EVs. So why here? Why now? Because this isn't just about joining the race. It's about building an ecosystem. While Tesla sprinted to plant flags across the US, Toyota is anchoring something deeper and more enduring, starting with the heart of every EV, the battery. This isn't a game of catch-up. It's a calculated leap forward. With 6 production lines planned, 4 for hybrids and 2 dedicated to electric vehicles, this plant will eventually produce enough batteries for over 1.2 million vehicles annually. That's not just ambition. That's a long-term strategy in motion. And Toyota, as always, is doing it their way. Quietly, precisely, with intention. While Tesla has been navigating stock market drama, executive exits, and social media storms, Toyota has been investing in infrastructure and trust, the 2 pillars of long-term dominance. This factory isn't just about building more batteries. It's about taking control of EV quality, consistency, and scalability right here on American soil. By doing so, Toyota isn't just chasing incentives. It's building loyalty, local jobs, and a dependable supply chain that aligns with new federal requirements for domestic manufacturing. It's a message as much as it is a strategy. Toyota isn't dabbling in EVs. It's doubling down. And it's doing so on US soil, with US workers, and with an eye on the future that doesn't fade with the next viral trend. Building the future, one battery at a time for consumers. This plant represents something bigger than just production. It's a potential end to the supply bottlenecks that have plagued EV adoption. While Tesla struggles to match demand with supply, Toyota is quietly building capacity to scale smoothly, without drama, without over-promises, just results. And this is only the beginning. Once operational, this Greensboro facility will become the heartbeat of Toyota's American EV strategy. From here, batteries will go into a new generation of vehicles, many of which haven't even been announced yet. And every one of them will carry the Toyota promise: reliability, quality, and long-term value. Toyota's reputation matters here. This is the same company that revolutionized hybrid vehicles with the Prius. Now, they're investing in the core tech that powers the next era, starting with the battery itself. Where Tesla focuses on sleek designs and cutting-edge performance, Toyota is digging deeper, perfecting the part that matters most, the battery that powers it all. Elon Musk might still own the headlines, but behind the curtain, Toyota is building something massive, something permanent, something engineered not just to dazzle, but to endure. Because in the end, it's not about who shouts the loudest. It's about who delivers the longest. And Toyota is quietly putting its chips on the table, betting billions that it's going to outlast the noise. Toyota's $14 billion bet on the future Toyota isn't just investing $14 billion in batteries, it's betting that its methodical, steady approach will win, not just in sales, but in long-term stability. The reality? Tesla opened the world's eyes to the potential of electric vehicles. But now, Toyota's stepping in to make EVs truly practical for everyone, everywhere. And with its massive new facility in Greensboro, North Carolina, that future is no longer hypothetical. It's being built right now. As construction crews move in, cranes rise, and engineers lay the groundwork for one of the most significant battery manufacturing rollouts in US history, a quiet but powerful storm is brewing in the South. What's next for Toyota and Tesla? So far, Elon Musk hasn't shown much interest in solid-state batteries. Tesla's focus remains on pushing the limits of its 4,680 battery cells. But with Toyota gaining serious momentum in solid-state tech, that could change. We've already seen Tesla pivot before, like when it adopted BYD's Blade battery for Model Y production in Berlin. If solid-state becomes commercially viable, as Toyota claims it will, Tesla might not have a choice but to follow. Toyota's slow, deliberate strategy has taken many by surprise. For years, critics labeled the company as hesitant, too focused on hybrids and not aggressive enough in EVs. But now, Toyota is revealing what it's been preparing all along. In just the past year, it's launched a series of bold, calculated moves. And one thing is crystal clear. This isn't catch-up, it's disruption. The $13.9 billion battery plant in North Carolina is just the first domino. This facility is set to transform Toyota's standing in the American EV market. By 2025, Toyota plans to roll out electric and hybrid vehicles that are not just more affordable, but longer lasting and more dependable than many of today's leading models. Thanks to advancements in solid-state battery tech and a more cost-effective approach to scaling production, Toyota is laying the groundwork for a future where it doesn't just compete with Tesla, it could actually lead in key areas. Toyota's secret weapon: scale. Here's the thing, Musk is a visionary, but Tesla has always faced one major hurdle: limited production capacity. Toyota, in contrast, is a global manufacturing powerhouse. It has the infrastructure, the logistics, and decades of experience building reliable cars at scale. That's where the real difference lies. In the coming years, we could see Toyota pushing out mass-market EVs that are affordable, efficient, and faster to charge, without compromising on quality. That's a combination everyday consumers have been waiting for. Musk won't stand still, of course. He's already taking notice. But the challenge is different now. Tesla's innovations, like self-driving and cutting-edge software, are incredible. But consumers are increasingly focused on value, reliability, affordability, and practicality. And that's Toyota's domain. Even if Musk downplays Toyota's progress, he can't ignore its strengths. Toyota has a brand reputation that spans decades. And now that it's bringing that legacy to EVs, the competition is heating up fast. Tesla built its empire by moving first. But now that giants like Toyota are entering the field with serious firepower, the playing field is leveling out. So what happens next? Will Tesla double down on tech and premium experiences? Or will it have to adapt, shifting toward vehicles that meet the needs of the everyday driver? The real competition: value versus innovation. The battle between Tesla and Toyota is no longer just about who builds the coolest car. It's about who can win over the average buyer, the one who needs reliability, affordability, and peace of mind. Tesla will likely continue leading in autonomous tech and premium features, but Toyota is coming in strong with dependable EVs that don't require a leap of faith, and that could tip the scales. As these two titans go head-to-head, the real winners might be the consumers. We're already seeing the signs: better battery performance, quicker charging, and lower prices across the board. And that's just the beginning. This isn't just a Toyota versus Tesla story. It's a shift happening across the entire auto industry, one that will drive innovation, improve accessibility, and bring electric vehicles further into the mainstream. Toyota is leading the charge in affordability and scalability. Tesla is doubling down on tech and software excellence. Together, they're shaping an EV market that's more diverse, dynamic, and exciting than ever before. What does it mean for you? For everyday drivers, it means more options, more value, and a more sustainable future. Whether you want a sleek, self-driving Tesla or a bulletproof, long-range Toyota EV, the next few years are going to bring real change and real choices. Both brands are pushing boundaries, but in different ways. One is building fast, the other is building deep. And as this electric showdown unfolds, the auto industry may never be the same again. So we leave you with a question: who's winning right now, Toyota or Tesla? And more importantly, who do you trust with your future on the road? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it.